Ladies and gentlemen, boys and grills, ModzvilleUSA back with another video. Today we've got a new 3DS XL on the bench, and I just wanted to do a quick little tutorial showing you guys the best, the fastest, cleanest way of installing custom firmware on a new 3DS using a special DS flash cart and a magnet. This is not new. It's just kind of a bit forgotten about. This came out in about 2017. It's called NTRboot, and because there's a lot of free options out there, this doesn't get talked about as much as it should. But if you're willing to spend about, I don't know, $15, about $9 for a flash cart, and whatever a decent magnet costs, and about like a 12 pack of these for like $10 on Amazon, this is the way to go, especially if you're going to do more than one 3DS. Just spend a couple bucks and get this and make your life a lot quicker, a lot easier, and especially if you've got your if you've got a Japanese one and you don't speak Japanese, because following any of the other guides where you have to log in, sign up, go to this, do that, it's all in Japanese until you change it to English, it's a little tough to follow if you don't know what anything says. We're not going to really need to navigate through any of that with this method. This is NTRboot. Now you're going to need something like this. This is what's out these days, the Ace 3DSX. This is a flash cart, and it's going to have a switch. Luckily it's accessible. It's got a switch to toggle between using it like an actual flash cart or using it as NTRboot. NTRboot is what we want. It's not going to be detected as a flash card when it's in NTRboot mode, but that's going to let us install custom firmware. So these are what, $8.58 free shipping? No, $3.11. I'll have these linked below. I went ahead and ordered one. I don't really need one, but yeah, so I've got this old one too. This is an R4, and this one you have to take it apart, but it's also got an NTRboot switch, so you can toggle between a regular flash cart or NTRboot. This one I flashed many moons ago, so this is just my dedicated NTRboot cartridge. It's very nice. Magnet right here. So we're going to need to grab our SD card. It's very simple. It's different on the various models. This is the new 3DS. So 2 screws. These don't come out. They're secured on the other side. They just loosen a bit. And then corners come up. It's not loose enough. Give it a couple more turns. Okay. Very nice. Okay, so we've got our SD card right here. Now we're going to be starting fresh. So I want to start with this 128. You can skip ahead if you already have an SD card configured. Okay, so down in the description there's going to be a zip file. Go ahead, extract that somewhere to your PC. Within there, in the root here, you're going to have GUI format. Let's load that up. And make sure to come down here and close all your file explorer windows. Those have got to go. So here is my SD card. You see it's exFAT. I want to do FAT32. Very nice. Okay, so we get the 3DS guide section here. So we go into part 1. Just grab these, copy, go to your USB, SD, whatever. Okay, it's good to go. Okay, I put this guy back in. We are going to leave the back panel off because we're going to need to get in here a bit more here and there. So next it comes for the flash cart and the magnet. So plug this fucker in. There it is. And this is a pretty strong magnet. So what the magnet does is it forces it into sleep mode. Let me demonstrate real quick. So typically you want to find the sweet spot here. Okay, I put my old SD in just to get it booted up to show you. So we want to put the magnet around here. So right about there. Right about there. That's pretty good. So once we engage it right there, that kind of forces it into sleep mode. Oh, and you can see it kind of snap into place. So yeah, that's what we want. So we can just go ahead, pull the battery, and put in my new SD card. Bringing this back around. Get the magnet in place here. Okay, so we got our cartridge in, we got our configured SD card hooked up. So we're gonna go start, select, X, and power. Hold these for a couple seconds. And there it is. So we go combo on the screen. Left, down, right, up, A. Boom, installed. Good. See how simple that is? And now we're going to pull our SD card out, plug it back into the computer. Okay, so we come on back to the files you downloaded. I'm going to grab part 2. I'm going to copy these. Go back to our SD card, we're going to paste, and we're going to be replacing the boot.firm. This is replacing it with Luma. And there we go. Now we plug our SD card back in. Okay, and with our SD card plugged back in, we're going to power it on. And here we are. This is Luma 3DS. And you can check out, configure these settings how you like, but typically the default is good to go. Save and exit. Okay, don't mind all the extra crap here. Just having to reshoot this down the line, but we need to get some dumps. So we're booted up. Don't need to be able to read anything. Just get to the main screen here and hold left bumper, D-pad down, and select. Boom. So here's the Rosalina menu. We come on in here to miscellaneous. Hit A, and we're going to dump DSP firmware. Cool. Hit B, and nullify user time offset. Boom. Now we can go ahead, hold power. Very good. One more step here. So we're going to turn it on, holding start. Okay, time is wrong. I'm going to hit A. And you can go ahead, set the clock. Okay, hit A again. And once you get to the main screen, we hit home. Come down to scripts. And we're going to run the finalize script. Boom. So what this is going to do, this is going to install a bunch of applications to our home screen automatically, like FBI, etc. And we are just going to hit A, and hit A again, and we need to do this combo. So it's right, left, up, left, A. Boom. So set it for a little bit. Script will do this. Okay, hit A. Okay, so it's installing applications, FBI, homebrew loader, etc. And yeah, now it's going to dump our NAND. So it's going to be about 10 minutes. Just go grab a cup of tea, come back, see you when it's done. Big ups to today's sponsor, PCBWay. If you're in the market to get some PCBs manufactured, 3D print work done, or CNC machining, PCBWay has you covered. My personal favorite is the retro stuff section under shared projects. If you find a project you like, you can order one directly from the page with the choice of having it assembled as well. The creators of these projects even get a cut from your purchase. Click the link in the description if this interests you. Now, let's get back to the show. Okay, now that it's done, we just hit A, and it powers our 3DS down. Now we're going to pull our SD card out one last time. Okay, so we've got our SD card back in the PC. So we just go to GM9, go to backups, and just go ahead, copy or cut this backups folder. Put it somewhere safe on your PC. I already have this one backed up, but make sure to do this. So if you ever end up in a bind, get back in here, restore your 3DS. Okay, we'll boot it back up. New software added. And we're good. So we're going to go ahead, unwrap our presents here. Very good, very nice. Okay, so at this point, might be good to update. If you haven't, I would run the universal updater first, and then do a system update just in case there's anything new you need before getting on the latest version. You're probably fine, but go ahead and run this. Update your console if you want, and if your console's Japanese, you want to do a region change, do that first before any of this. I'm going to go ahead and leave the 3ds.guides written tutorial on that down below. If you guys want to see a video on how to do the region conversion, let me know. I can whip that up, easy peasy. But yeah, update after you do the region conversion, because you're going to need to update after that anyway, because it goes back to a older version. So yeah, it's pretty damn simple. I think it's well worth 15, 20 bucks, whatever. 10 bucks for this bad boy. Get a decent magnet. Have this in your arsenal for whenever a 3DS comes through. If you've done the other methods, you know, it's quite a bit more tedious. Not by that much, but it really is not fun doing any of the other methods if you don't know Japanese and you're doing it on a Japanese 3DS. It's kind of a headache following along those guides. So that's it. Leave a like if you liked it. Thanks for hanging out, and I'll see you guys on the next one.